The Jerome's next stop is Wyoming, in search of the elusive Merriam.
Well, we got 2 birds down, just 2 to go. Next stop, Aladdin, Wyoming.
The trip from New York to Kansas was a long trip. I didn't realize that the trip from Kansas to Wyoming was going to be 14 hours. That's an awful long time to ride in a car.
The way I do. The next, senior idol right there.
So far on this trip, we've spent over 30 hours in a vehicle, and I think we're starting to kind of lose our mind just a little bit.
Well, it's been a long trip so far. I'm a little bit younger than the other two. I got a little more gas in my tank. I'm having fun.
The only thing keeping us sane is we know we have great turkey hunting in front of us.
I bought my hunting license at a little general store there in Aladdin, Wyoming, and now we're ready to go out and scout some property.
We drove around this property, all over this property, and we saw one small group of gobblers, one small group. And after the sun went down, we were setting up this double bull, and you can hear these gobblers gobbling right here, just a couple hundred yards. Behind us, where we never saw a turkey, we can hear probably 10 or 12 different gobblers. So we went from like ultimate low to ultimate high, just like that.
After scouting for the turkeys, the boys and I were a little bit beat. We were all getting sick. We needed some well-needed rest. That morning, when the first bird sounded, it was still pitch black dark. Gobblers began to gobble everywhere, and it was long before legal shooting time.
Well, this area in Wyoming was absolutely perfect for the Sidewinder motion stake. There was small gullies, small blocks of woods, and just long alfalfa fields. All we needed was one of the big gobblers to come out into the field and be able to see the turning decoy set up, and we knew we'd be in the chips.
We were close enough to the turkeys that I actually heard them fly down. The first birds were Jake's. Then I heard Gabe say, "Here comes an adult. I see a big full fan coming."
He sees it and he's coming.
When this big gobbler came up over the hill, he could see the decoy set up, and we thought everything was perfect. And he actually started to come for probably 50 yards.
Well, after those first 2 jakes came up over that hill, to see that full fan coming over that rise, what a relief. We were on now.
Once he got about 60 yards from the decoy setup, he turned and kind of worked his way out over the top of the hill. And we thought the whole morning was shot. But with a little soft calling, we brought the hens back up over the rise, and the big gobbler was right behind them. Just like old gobblers do sometimes, he stopped at about 50 yards. And he just kept pacing back and forth and back and forth. And finally we said, you know, it's now or never.
I shoot a Winchester Super X3 shotgun, and I use number 5 heavy shot. I have all the confidence in that gun, and I know that I can make a shot out to 50 yards if I have to.
Ready? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, in the heat of the moment, I accidentally got my thumb behind the bolt extractor, and when he touched that gun off...
Oh, my God.
Got him, huh?
Oh, my God. I think you broke my thumb. I'm not kidding.
That hurts like hell.
This was the first Merriam turkey that I had ever taken, and I wanted to get out of that blind and pick him up.
When we recovered Dad's third bird, you know, a couple things started to dawn on me. One, it actually looked like we were going to be able to fill our dream of killing this Grand Slam. But on the other hand, all these great times that the 3 of us have had together are getting closer and closer to the end.
When we started the quest for the Grand Slam, I really didn't think my chances were all that good. And now it's beginning to feel like a dream. I've got 3 birds down. I have the most confidence in being able to kill the eastern turkey, and we're headed to Massachusetts. I really think this is going to happen.